tell you a secret. Very often when we are experiencing fear, we are taken back to somewhere in your childhood. And you are experiencing the same emotion as when you were a child. Abandonment, all of these things. You go almost to when you were 8 and you start thinking, oh my God, what is happening to me? I'm scared. And you just go back to those emotions. Yeah? So sometimes you have to just be more understanding and ask yourself, why is this bothering you? And when we are in that fear state, we have two parts of brain. Yeah? One is amygdala, which is our emotional part of the brain, is a primitive part of the brain. And the second part of the brain is cortex, which is the logical part of the brain. Yeah? When you are in your fear, you are in your emotional part of the brain. So sometimes being logical in your fear state, in your survival mode, is very difficult. And you take yourself back to that time when you were a child. Let's say something happened and they left you. You were on a coach trip and they left you behind, and now that is being triggered, and he's talking from that fear. You know, it's like so many things you can. The simple question is why? You don't have to go and analyze it. If somebody is doing something and you are kind of thinking, why don't ask why instead of trying to resolve the issue? Yeah? Do you understand this?
Just to understand that, maybe so that I'm on the same page. It's like when you talked about the secret of conflict, of what was that secret? Resolve conflict in
yes, relationship strengthening way.
And then when you talked about the affairs or the past hurt, so I'm saying that it's like saying always look into the situation from a positive point of view. It doesn't matter what the partner brings. So if they have an affair, obviously, I'm not going to go and be like, oh, thank you for having an affair. It's like, I'll go in like, obviously I'm going to be upset.
Of course, you feel your emotions.
But I have to try and move away from the hurt and look at it in a positive way.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yes, absolutely. You feel your emotions. You feel what you need to feel in that time. It's not like you are going to be, oh, thank God this happened.
Yeah.
Now we can resolve this issue.
Yeah.
You feel your emotions. You go through your grief. You do your whatever you need to do, healing. Yeah. But then, if you feel that relationship is something that you would like to continue, then you have to look at it from that positive point of view.
So you have to look at it from like what you're saying now here, that as much as he kept saying, he could have just said, like when he said that, I'm worried that it might not make the train or whatever, but that's how he said it. So yeah, by asking yourself those many questions, you're now judging or pre-assuming. So it's just
exactly
however way they bring it, you have to ask why.
Because if you go back to Chris, yeah, he's now thinking with his filters. Yeah, you are assuming from your filters